Helfrich, linebacker Tony Washington, and quarterback Marcus Mariota, both players of the game, offensive and defensive. I'd like to ask Coach Helfrich to start with an opening remark, and then we will take the floor for questions.
Well, just extremely proud of our team, our coaches, and obviously the entire kind of University of Oregon community for how they represented down here. And again, hats off and congratulations to Coach Fisher and an unbelievable season, an unbelievable 2-year span of what they've been able to do in this deal is extremely difficult. And again, like I said earlier, I think a lot of times that gets lost this time of year. The season becomes a failure because you don't win the championship, and we've been on that side of it too, and they had an unbelievable run. Just a tremendous total team effort by our guys, sticking together in the second half. Defensively, created some huge plays. Saw T-Dubs burst. We talked to our receiver coach afterward. He might be moving next week. But total team effort. Total team effort. Very, very proud to be part of it.
Okay, we'll now take questions. Please raise your hand. Start in the middle.
Marcus Helfrich at CNN. Describe what it was like when you gained all of that momentum and were putting up all those points. And do you think this can carry over to the championship game?
It's an incredible feeling. You prepare all week, and to find success and to be able to execute the way that we did, it definitely feels good. And hopefully we can, take a little bit of this momentum heading into the next game.
Okay, we have a question in the middle. Mike's on your left, sir.
Marcus, first you and then Tony can talk about to watch your defense do what they did with the turnovers. That had to be nice, and the fact that you were able, how important was it that you turned those into points? And Tony, obviously you have to feel that your defense continued that bend, don't break thing. I'm guessing that worked pretty well for you.
Yeah, defense played incredibly. They practiced hard all week, and just a testament of what they've been able to do. Those guys have been doing it all year, and they always kind of find ways to get the ball. And for us as an offense, it gives us an opportunity to have good field position and to hopefully turn those into points. And, defense played great, and they were really just kind of the steam that we needed to roll.
We have a question in the middle left.
Stephen Herbert, City News Service for Coach Helfrich. How long will you let your players celebrate this victory, and when do you want them to start thinking about the national championship game?
Well, I guarantee there's a few guys in the locker room right now dialed in and tuned in to those guys, and I'm trying to get some tendencies. But doing what they did tonight, doing the culmination of this season, they need to enjoy it for a couple days, and we've got a plan going forward of how we'll manage that. And these guys can enjoy getting patted on the back for probably too many times here in the next couple days, and then we'll flip it. And it has to be that way, whether it's coming off of the regular season of the championship game, or the championship game to here, managing those kind of extra days and really take advantage of and balance getting healthy versus getting stale and all those other things that go into it.
We have another question on the left there.
For Coach Helfrich. What happened with Devin Allen just before the game, and can you discuss the way your receivers responded, Bayless and Carrington, kind of with that curveball?
Yeah, those two names you just threw out there. Devin was unavailable for the rest of the game, and Evan Bayless played tremendously well in Pharaoh Brown's stead. Darren Carrington made some big-time plays. A couple of the guys did some unbelievable stuff without the ball, which is vital to our success. And those guys have been battling all year long. We had to win on the perimeter, both in the run game and the bubble game and all that stuff that goes into it, and make some plays downfield, and we were able to do that.
We have a question on the back riser there.
For Marcus and Tony, can you guys talk about being the team that finally ended the FSU winning streak of 29 games?
Honestly, going into the game, we never really thought about it like that. We were just kind of focused on going out and being the Oregon team that we can be. We knew coming to the game that this group of guys that we're going against are a great team. It's really hard to win every game throughout the whole season in college football, especially in the conferences that we play. So we were just ready for the fight, and just came on top.
Yeah, just to kind of add on that, we knew coming in that they're a great team. They went undefeated the last 2 years and just that in itself says a lot about what they've been able to do. And coming in, we didn't focus on that. We just wanted to focus on ourselves and really just try to execute to the best of our abilities.
We have a question in the middle left there.
For Coach and Marcus, there were times, probably more so in the first half, it seemed like their defensive players were a little late getting over or walking around. Do you get the sense that your tempo was able to get to them at times in this game?
We take great pride in our physical conditioning, and that was something going into it. We wanted to in our kind of way exploit. They didn't play a ton of guys defensively, and it's hard to endure. I don't know exactly what it ended up being play-wise. I think it was high 40s in the first half. And yes, we definitely talked about this look and where we thought we could try to make some plays in the second half.
Yeah, we knew going in that our tempo can be a weapon. We kind of feel that way in every game. But at the same time, our guys are getting set as fast as they can, and it's a testament to them. And it's just the way we've been able to practice, and it's awesome to see it kind of relay back onto the game field.
Okay, we have a question on the right.
Mark, Carrington hadn't been a huge contributor for you during the season, a couple touchdowns, 30 catches, I think. How big was it for him specifically to step up for the game and do the things he did?
I think that's, again, the most important part of understanding what we're all about is we. And sometimes guys can take over the game and never touch the football. This game happened to be his game, and when he had the opportunity to make those plays, it was huge. And he's grown up a ton, realizing early on that I can't affect the game without the ball in my hands. Byron Marshall has been one of the most valuable guys without the ball. Keenan Lowe tonight without the ball was unbelievable. Evan Bayless without the ball and with the ball. And so there's sometimes, it's just the ebb and flow of how our system works. You're going to touch the ball sometimes, you're not going to have it sometimes, and we need every single guy, every single play.
Question right there on the left.
Mark, 247sports.com. How do you think Tyner's return impacted the way you guys were able to run the ball? It seemed like he provided a big spurt for you guys.
Yeah, a healthy Thomas, again, helps everybody out. It helps Marcus, helps Royce. It helps Byron be truly versatile and not kind of have to lean one way or the other as far as a game plan approach. And we were very excited, and we thought, again, we talked kind of during the bowl prep, he was having a great last couple of weeks, has had a couple of hard-nosed, tough runs. We go against the defense quite a bit, and there were a couple good little battles in there.
Okay, we have a question in the back right again.
This is for Marcus. In the beginning of the game, it seemed like maybe you were just a little bit off, maybe a little anxious, but as the game went on, it seemed like you kind of found your rhythm. Can you talk a little bit about how you maybe got more comfortable as the game went on and how kind of the game slowed down for you?
Yeah, I didn't feel that I was too anxious going in. I just missed a couple of throws here and there. But that's the thing with our offense is, you start building a rhythm up. The offense starts to go a little bit, and hats off to the guys because they're finding ways to get open. That defense is very athletic, and it's tough to kind of find spots in the zone or run away from man coverage. But at the same time, guys like DC, Keenan Lowe, Byron, just doing a great job of getting open.
We have a question on the back riser.
Mark, Warren Williamson, Oregon Duck Football News. It's been a pretty magical season for the Ducks. You win the Pac-12 title. You're in your second year. You won a bowl game last year. You have a Heisman Trophy winner, and now you come to the Rose Bowl. You win the Rose Bowl, and now you're going to the National Championship. If you could, maybe just encapsulate what this season so far has meant to you, to the team, to the community.
Well, I think that the passion, our fans certainly showed just by their representation here today was a great, statement by them. Unbelievable representation in terms of volume and sheer numbers. And I'm the luckiest guy in the world to be around these guys. This team is unbelievable to be around these guys every single day. And that's probably the biggest blessing of all is we get a few more days together. And this edition has been resilient. They've been tough. They've been smart. They've been kicked, got a couple of times and looked it straight in the eye. We had to have that kind of effort to overcome the team and the movement that Florida State had over the last couple of years. And again, total credit goes to these guys.
We have a question up front.
Bill Bender, Sporting News. This question is for all three of you guys. Your fans were chanting, "We want Bama" at the end of the game. Could you talk? Is that what you guys want, or should you just talk a little bit about either team you could face in the title game?
It doesn't matter to us. You know, we're happy that we were able to get this win in the Rose Bowl. But you know, whoever comes next, you know, we'll look forward to playing them. You know, it's an opportunity for us to hopefully win a national championship, and you know, we're just going to look forward to whoever we're playing.
You know.
We have a question in the back.
Jake 7Ks, this is for Tony. Jameis Winston was just in here, and he said that the game could have gone either way, and that his offense was never stopped. He said, let's be real with everybody in the room. As a guy on the defense, what's your reaction to that?
I mean, I don't really know. I feel like that's a mentality you kind of have playing on offense. You guys always come out and fight. We've kind of seen that showcased throughout the whole season. They can be down multiple touchdowns, but they always come out on top. So I think that's kind of just goes to show what they think about themselves when they come out and play. So I mean, you just gotta have that competitive attitude. I feel like that's what he's trying to present to everyone. So I mean, I don't really have much to say about it.
Okay, we have a question from the gentleman in the middle.
This can go for any of you guys. Turnovers don't usually come like they did today with the frequency. How are you looking at winning differently next week? What are you looking to clean up in the next 7 days?
We could win the same way. You know, we'd be good with it. You know, there's always stuff. There's always stuff. Whether it's 59-20 or 10-7. There's always a ton of things that you can improve upon. Certainly winning the turnover battle in terms of defining victory and determining outcomes. That's other than score. That's the top one. And so handling our business a little bit better offensively. You know, had a couple of guys in there late that caused some self-inflicted turnovers, which we had fun with in the locker room. But that's huge.
We have a question from the front left.
Marcus, a couple of nice plays by DeForest in the first quarter, and then in the third quarter, which helped to set up your touchdown. Can you comment on your fellow Interscholastic League of Honolulu former star?
Yeah, Defo's been making plays like that all year, and you know, it's a testament to his work and his character, because he had to battle through a little bit. And for him to make those plays, he's going to continue to make them, and you know, it's awesome to always see a local boy do that.
We have a question in the middle.
Gary Montgomery, Voice News, Riverside, San Bernardino. Questions for Tony. Describe the feeling to have a game like this, essentially back at home.
It's incredible. Growing up in Southern California, the Rose Bowl has always been a big game to me. So just being able to play in it and just win with my teammates, I mean, there's no feeling like it. It's a really special game, really special moment for all of us. I'm just trying to cherish it.
Okay, we have a question from the back, way back left.
Joe Butita with KYT in Santa Barbara. Coach, it was 25-20 in the third quarter, then all of a sudden we all look up and it's 59-20. What's it like to be in a zone like that where it's just the points are flowing?
A lot of fun, but at the same time, these guys were able to retain a tremendous focus, and we knew that was going to again be needed against an opponent like this and in a game like this where the emotions, the crowd, everything is it's just up and down and to sustain the effort defensively, to create some issues there, to do some great things in special teams, which I thought was key in terms of covering these guys in the kick return game especially, and then to score touchdowns. We have to score touchdowns. And so that was a great, just a run by our guys in terms of maintaining focus and finishing, truly finishing.
We have a question from the back right.
Coach, you guys are primarily a run-first team. They're known for their secondary, yet you guys came out throwing the ball. What did you see on film that led you guys to think that you could come out throwing like the way you did?
We've got a pretty good quarterback, and we have a ton of confidence in him and a bunch of young guys that have done great things on the perimeter. And then just by virtue of how they play us, sometimes it comes out way through the run game. We're actually running a run play with some sort of bubble or something off of it. That occurred several times, and then you have to be able to dictate a little bit what the game's going to be about in terms of you got to be able to slam it up in there a few times, and you got to take some shots. And so I thought Coach Frost, the offensive staff did a great job of balancing just that to keep them off balance.
We'll take two more questions. Steve right there.
Steve Futterman from CBS News. Really for Marcus and Tony, what does it mean to you to be in this championship game, the ultimate game in college football for this season?
It means a lot. It's all the hard work, all the stuff that we put into it during the off season, and for it to kind of pay off and allow us to be a part of this game. It's a great feeling, and we're very fortunate to be a part of it, and we're excited to get going and get preparing for it.
This will be our final question from the back, right?
Hey Marcus, a lot of people wanted to see this great battle between you and Jameis, and after everything started unfolding in the third quarter, just what's it like as a competitor to see that going up against your counterpart in a game like the Rose Bowl?
I was just happy for our team. The entire week I really just didn't want to focus on the matchup, or I think that was just stuff that other people really wanted to talk about. But I just wanted to focus on this team and for us to kind of go out there and be successful. It was just a great feeling, and I'm happy for us.
Okay, that concludes our